And hello and good evening and welcome to Comets Baseball here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com. Danny Voiles welcoming you to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, even though it's called Riverboat Field. Our producer and engineer back at our Blue Hedgehog Studios, the YouTuber, as we're getting set for Comets Baseball. As you look at the starting lineups for today's games. And there's our pitchers lineup, which is Henry Baez for the Chihuahuas and Emmett Sheehan.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome into this one. Some AAA baseball in the Pacific Coast League coming your way. It's the El Paso Chihuahuas and the Oklahoma City Comets.
Both are 4-3 entering today's game.
Introductions wrapping up down on the field.
And
first
now,
pitch just minutes away.
Oklahoma City Comets.
Yep. As I'm taping this, they're about to start their series finale against Sugarland.
Ready to go. And our pitcher tonight, Emmett Sheehan.
Emmett Sheehan.
All four of his pitches to have a great game in this one. If one of those four isn't working, it makes it a lot easier for hitters to guess what's coming. And that's not a situation he wants to find himself in. Now it's the shortstop, Tyler Wade.
The shortstop, Tyler Wade.
Tyler Wade will lead off tonight's game. Sheehan first pitch is a slider for a strike. We're underway here at 6:05.
First pitch, 6:05.
The 0-1 offering. And swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss on the slider for strike two.
Back to back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming next.
222 average for Tyler Wade. No home runs, 4 RBIs. I don't think he played yesterday. Sheehan's next pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball that's on the outside bottom left corner for strike three.
You'd like to see a better approach.
Number 27, Forrest Wall.
And
Now bring up Forrest Wall. 185 average, no homers, 3 RBIs. He's batting left. Sheehan's first pitch. That's outside for ball one. Let's get our game time temperature just we get that out of the way. 46 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing 9 miles an hour to center field. We have Joe McDonald calling balls and strikes, Carl Dixon at first, Eric Summergill at second, and Freddie Ferguson is at third. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up, make sure we are still live. And we are. So I'm going to pull up. There we go, so you don't have to hear my face. Next pitch for Sheehan. Down for a strike. 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts for Wall last night. Excuse me.
Now a high fly ball to left center. It's pretty far back.
At the wall, and he makes the catch.
Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is
Gavin Sheets by 22 average, no homers, 5 RBIs, batting left.
Gavin Sheets.
Sheehan's first pitch.
And a strike.
That's high for strike one. Comets in their home whites tonight. Comets across the front in blue scripted with the Comets and the baseball as a shooting star underneath the logo of the Comets. Red numbers on the front left, blue numbers on the back. White pants, blue hats, OKC in diagonal letters with the Comet shooting through the K on the front as far as the hat. Next pitch.
Late swing.
That's fouled away. El Paso in their grays today. El Paso across the front in red scripted letters. Red numbers on the back, black letters on the back, gray pants, black hats.
Foul ball.
That's another foul ball.
That's not where you want to miss with the breaking ball with 2 strikes. Need to get that out of the zone. Here's the 0-2
Next pitch. Swing and a miss for it.
Job out there as he gets him
Switch
1,
hitter
2,
for
3.
strike 3.
End of a half inning of play, no score.
Yep. Chihuahuas down in order. No score, bottom of the first.
Welcome back. And on the hill in this one,
Henry Baez. Yep,
He's got
Henry
4 pitches
Baez.
to choose from on the mound, and we'll see how he mixes and matches as the game goes on. If he can get through the lineup the first time using just 2, maybe 3 of them,
White
he'll have a better
EP on
chance
the
to
front
work
for the
deep into this
Chihuahuas.
one and hold something back for later. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Josue DePaul.
Josue DePaul. 471 average, a homer and 2 RBIs. He's batting left. Here's the next pitch. Swings at the ground ball. That's ground ball to second, throw to first, and there's one away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Alex Freeland,
The next to hit.
308 average, 1 homer and RBI, batting left. Last season, split time between Oklahoma City and AA Tulsa.
Hit on the ground to the
That's
right
a
side,
foul
and
ball.
it goes just foul.
Here's the next pitch.
To the right side.
Ground ball to right center field for a base hit.
And that's a 1-out single.
Comets have their first hit on the board tonight.
Tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. So digging in, David Bodie.
241 average, no homers, 1 RBI, batting right.
Swing and a miss. Out in
Swing and
front.
miss for strike 1. Next pitch.
1-1.
Way outside. Comets have won the last 3 games of the series.
1-1 pitch now.
Next pitch.
No.
Way outside.
Runner at first, 1 away.
Here comes the next pitch.
Bounces this one to the right side. Good room. Whips it
Oh,
to
the first.
They get the out
But he
on the
does
same
get
play,
the...
but I think they could have tried for 2.
Yep. Could have tried for 2 instead. Got a runner at second for 2 away.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Ward.
Ryan
3
Ward
hits
is
last
up.
night, a big factor in getting that win. Rolls away a little bit. 0-1.
That swung and a miss, even though that was a wild pitch for strike 1.
Now a flare off the bat.
And can he get it? That's a fair ball for a base hit.
And that forces the runner to hold up at third base. Well, I was recommending going up the middle, but the pull-happy approach worked out.
Eddie Rosario, 276 average, 2 homers, 9
Can't expect
RBIs.
to get that lucky every time up.
Bang left, first
Next to hit,
pitch.
Eddie Rosario. This one is labeled.
Laves deep right field, and it's gone!
Rockets one to right.
Third home run for Eddie Rosario has given the Comets a 3-0 lead. That was a laser to right field.
That's a good job to adjust to the inside fastball there. He may have been hunting something on the outer half, but he kept the hands in and blasted that one out for the round tripper. So
Bounced
two down.
off the
Stepping in,
corner.
Cody Hosey.
We'll give you your stat here in just a second.
Close, but ruled a
Ball 1. 250 average, no homers, no RBIs. He's batting right. Next pitch for Baez.
In the air,
Here's
right
a fly
field.
ball to right field going
That is a
foul.
foul ball. Now
There's a fly ball to right field, and this is going to end the inning, but
that's the inning.
Eddie Rosario's 3-run homer.
Big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. It's now 3-0.
Yep, so we had the second.
This broadcast is sponsored by Hack-and-Slash
Trent Brooks, 750 average, no homers, no RBIs. He's batting left as we start the second. Comets lead 3-0. That's a popped up. Gauthier is under it.
And there's one away.
Only takes a couple of steps to the left. He'll make the catch, and there's the first quick out in the second. Clay Dunyan, 259 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs, batting left.
Sheehan goes 6'5", 25 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2021. No.
That's outside for ball 1.
But he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire. But he's handling it well, and he might get that call later.
Yep. Sheehan trying to bounce back from a tough loss against Sugarland on that was his last start. Next pitch is that swing and a miss for strike 1. I think it'll be the starters on Tuesday. That will wrap up the series tomorrow at 2:05 Central Time. Next pitch for Sheehan. Got popped up, and Gauthier is there.
2 down.
Makes the catch, 2 away.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Mason.
Base is empty with 2 out.
207 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI for Mason McCoy.
That clips the zone. 0-1.
We will have one more meeting with the Chihuahuas here before we face them in El Paso.
Comes up empty.
So we're going to miss.
He's really attacking the zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing.
Here's the next pitch.
This pitch misses.
Side.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's a frustrating moment. That one didn't look terribly outside, but he's handling it well on the mound. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top of the second.
Of course, Sheehan was frustrated in his game against, as that is a fly ball. Left field, DePaula is under it, and the Chihuahuas go down in order.
Now to the bottom of inning number 2. Oklahoma City on top, 3-0.
I was going to say Sheehan was frustrated in his start against Sugarland in his last start.
We're back here
and so far he's bouncing back. Dalton Rushing is up, 7, 8, 9 hit, or what are we on? We're on, 7, 8, 9 hitters. 292 average for Dalton Rushing, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. He's batting left. Baez's first pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball for strike 1.
Haven't been fooled because too many strikes have leaked over the middle of the plate.
There's a ground ball, and that's caught. 1 away here in the second.
Just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. The batter did everything right.
Chris
and
Newell,
still didn't get the hit.
217 average, no homers, 1 RBI. He's also batting left.
Oklahoma City, Chris Newell.
First pitch.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. I think he was going to swing no matter what because that was nowhere close. Looked like he'd have swung if it sailed out of the stadium. The pitch.
Pitch.
And it's a blooper.
That's a blooper, and it's foul. Next pitch for Baez.
Pitch misses.
Way outside for ball 1. That's a ground ball over the first for the second out.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Austin.
So 2 down now. And
333 average, no homers and RBIs for Austin Gauthier.
Swing and a high fly to left. McCoy.
And Baez bounced back to end the inning.
Oklahoma City out front here, 3-0.
Yep, 3-0 OKC as we start the third. Trying to win the series regardless what happens tomorrow.
Set for the start of this inning, here's the second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
Nico Goodrum, 7-8-9 hitter. That's outside for ball 1. 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer last night for Goodrum. 375 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, batting left. Next pitch for Sheehan. That's fouled away for strike 1.
Here comes
Next
the 1-1
pitch. That's a ground ball to center field. That's a base hit. So the first hit for the Chihuahuas tonight. Oh no. Sheehan is hurt. Oh boy.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Tony Gonsolin.
Yeah.
4th appearance of the season.
Well, Tony Gonsolin's going to have to do some heavy working if you ask me. As Sheehan is going to be out of the game. That's too bad. I don't know if he'll figure a decision or not. Early pitching change for Oklahoma City.
Man on at first. Martin Maldonado will hit next. Leadoff batter gets
500 average, no homers and RBIs.
Get on base, score some runs, claw your way back.
First pitch.
Late swing, fouled it
Out of the way. Martin Maldonado 2 for 4 with 2 singles last night.
The 0-1.
Out of the way. That's too bad because Sheehan, is coming off a rough start last inning, or last start against Sugarland. Now he's been pulled out of the game with an injury, but thankfully it's not serious.
High fly ball to right field. That's pretty deep. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the throw.
One away in the third.
So digging in, Kai Murphy.
Kai Murphy, first pitch for Tony Gonsolin. Fouled away.
And that's out of play.
Tony Gonsolin swinging a strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off, we'll see another.
So now it'll be a bullpen game for the rest of the game for Oklahoma City. That's okay. At least Tony Gonsolin has been rested.
Misses outside.
Outside, ball 2.
Ball 2. What a take with 2 strikes.
That's fouled away.
That one off.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout for Tony Gonsolin.
The lineup flips over.
2 away here in the third.
At the plate, Tyler Wade. And a curve.
It's outside for ball 1. Next pitch. Fouled away. Well, Sheehan, I don't know if he'll get a decision or not. More than likely he won't, which is too bad. At least the good news is his injury is not going to be as bad as that's fouled away.
Good pitching there, putting it a bit.
But you got to feel really bad for him.
For more power.
Full count.
In the dirt, but blocked.
That's 3-2. Swings and fouls it back.
Count after the foul ball. And now the full count offering. In the air, out to right.
Newell's got it. Gonsolin retires all 3 batters he faced, inherit a runner, and leaves them on. So no runs a hit and a runner left. We go to the full bottom of the inning. 3-0 OKC.
All set for the bottom of the third. Digging in for the Comets, Josue De Paula. Swings and misses.
This for a slider for strike 1. Ground out his first time up, Josue De Paula.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Don't know why he did that.
He was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Ball 1 there.
Next pitch.
Chopper to second.
Throw to first, not in time. Blazing speed, that's going to be a base hit.
On that infield single, he really had to put the pedal to the metal to reach safely. He adds a really nice dimension to this offense. So a man on. Now it's the second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Here's Alex Freeland.
And a run scored so far.
Side ball 1. Singled his first time up. Next pitch. Fouled away. 1 for 4 with a solo home run last night. Oklahoma City lead 3-0 here in the third.
Yep.
That's called for a strike.
2 strikes.
Time called for. Nobody out and a runner at first.
Is his next pitch. That's out. Outside ball 2. Two.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That's fouled away.
Do it again. Got him swinging on the curve.
Swinging on the curve for strike 3. First strikeout for Baez.
David Bodie collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game.
David Bodie is up. First pitch.
Swings through that one. A little too slow on that heater. He might have been expecting something off speed. And that one fouled off. De Paula leading off first with 1 away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. Next up,
2 strikeouts. Now bring up Ryan Ward.
Singled and scored the first time around.
Yep, 7 for 17 the series for Ryan.
Just missed.
That's high ball
If he's gonna
1.
try to steal second, I'd expect it early in the count. The deeper into an at-bat you get, the less you want to chance it. Runner on the move. Swing and a foul straight back. Runner on the go again. There's a ball. Throw to second and out.
Got him.
The inning. The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got into position quickly and a rocket down to second base to end the inning.
No runs a hit, none left as we head to the 4th.
Top of the 4th inning with the Chihuahuas at the dish.
The center fielder, number 27, Forrest Wall.
Blew out his first time up. 18 pitches for Tony Gonsolin.
That's a very quick 0-2 on this hitter, and now you have to shift into protect mode. A lot of ways the pitcher can beat you here.
Swinging a fouled away, actually. Excuse me there.
Now here's the 0-2.
0-2.
Spoils
Out of the
two-strike
way.
offering, another coming up.
Sheehan only has given up a hit.
That's to third. Bodie.
Under it, throw to first, and he dropped it. That will be an error for Oklahoma City on Bodie.
That's what speed coming out of the batter's box can do to a defense. He was definitely feeling the pressure to get a throw off quickly, and he rushed it, leading to that error. Got to do better than that. Runner at first. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Gavin Sheets.
First pitch.
Ball
Outside.
Labeled on a line to center. One down. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Trenton Brooks.
First pitch is fouled away.
Fouled off.
According to free agency last year for Trenton Brooks. Popped up his first time up, batting
Here
left.
comes the 0-1.
That's
Swing
fouled
and a
away.
foul back. That's out of play.
And they're 0-2. Next pitch for Gonsolin.
Gets a piece.
Fouled
Stays
away.
alive.
Tony can get these two outs. That would be big, as that's out and low for ball
That's
one.
such a hard pitch to lay off of at the plate. Nice job to spit on that tempting slider down and in. Runner at first, one away. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Bodie should have this one.
Yep.
And there's
Redeems
two.
himself, and there's two away.
Now batting.
So
Third
up
baseman,
next, Clay Dungan. 0 for 1.
Clay Dunyan is up. It's called for a strike. 0 for 4 the strikeout last night. Popped up his first time up.
To the right side.
That's
And
fouled
that's
away.
just foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Called for a strike 3 on a fastball.
Runner left stranded. There behind
No
him is
runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's OKC leading 3-0.
Leading off,
I'm Ben
the
Gelman
first
bringing you
baseman,
the action.
Ryan.
And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ryan Ward.
Ryan Ward is up. Ward was a single his first time up as we resume his at-bat.
Grounder to first. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag.
That's the first out of the 4th.
Left fielder,
Here's the
number
left fielder,
9,
Eddie Rosario. He's already homered in this ball game.
Rosario.
First pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a
It's
miss.
0-1.
No balls. One strike.
.41 pitches for Henry Baez.
Swings
Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 3. 2 away in the 4th.
Next up, the
Now
designated
batting,
hitter,
the
Cody
designated
Hosey.
hitter, Cody Hosey.
Ground ball.
That's a ground ball up to the center field for a base hit.
And that extends the inning. That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull
Now
them in
batting,
and get
catcher,
enough
Dalton.
barrel on the...
Line down his first time up for Dalton Rushing.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Dalton Rushing. 0 for 1 so far. That one ripped, but foul. The 0-1. Out towards left
That's
center.
a fly ball to left field. Is it going to get there? Yep, it will. Now in the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We have the 5th.
3-0.
Oklahoma City leads at 3-0.
On to the next inning. Now the left fielder, Mason McCoy. They haven't
first strike.
much offense yet, but they're not that far down. One mistake could put them right in this thing.
Tony Gonsolin inherit a runner, and he's already retired all the batters he has faced so far, despite having an error. It's fouled away. If the YouTuber is joining us, Emmett Sheehan has left the game with an injury in the third inning. Tony Gonsolin's been the pitcher ever since.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
0-2 pitch coming up.
Grounder to second. Freeland.
Over to Freeland's got it. Throw to first. One away in the fifth.
Batter retired in their half of the fifth.
Nico Goodrum.
Nico Goodrum is up next.
Nico Goodrum.
He singled his first time up.
Deep in last night's ball game.
Homered last night. That's fouled away.
Goodrum measures 6'2", 33 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base.
Next pitch for Gonsolin. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Strike two.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Gonsolin has now retired all the batters. Ever since the hit that El Paso got back in the third, Tony Gonsolin has retired all of his batters and inherit the runner he faced. So he's doing a very good job. Hola, Senor Sean.
Up with it. Fires to first.
Over to first. Two away in the fifth. OKC will play the Round Rock Express.
Martin Maldonado.
That'll be starting our series on Tuesday.
Slider out of the hand and read the movement. He did well to lay off that pitch.
Looking forward to a great matchup with our friends, the Round Rock Express, the AAA parent club of the Texas Rangers. I understand that. That's fly ball.
Right field, Newell. And that is out number 3.
Yep. Now it be the inning. Good job, Tony Gonsolin.
Home half of the 5th coming up. The Comets lead it 3-0. Bottom half of the 5th.
While I'm doing that, I can go ahead and start getting our Dustin May warming up in the OKC bullpen. I'm going to get Michael Grove to stretch.
And the Comets batting.
Fouled away for strike one.
The Comets started an affiliation with the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2015 when the Dodgers won the 2020 World Series. 8 of the 9 Dodgers on the field were Oklahoma City alumni. Not a great swing. He was early and off balance. The pitcher might subtract a little more and see if he chases.
I missed call before the next pitch can be delivered.
He tries to refocus down 0-2. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it. On to first.
First, one away.
On a drop third strike.
Excuse me.
Batting, the shortstop.
So digging in, Austin Gauthier.
Gauthier.
First pitch for Gauthier.
Late swing.
Well fouled away. 1 for 4 with a single.
Gets that fastball by the
miss on the fastball for strike strike two, excuse me. Looking forward to the Round Rock series.
Reps and maturity. Battling here, fouls it away.
We'll check up on the Round Rock as well as everybody else in the PCL International and the Dodgers organization. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and there's 2 away.
For strike 3. Batting order turns
Now
over.
batting.
Here's the center fielder, Josue De Paula.
Josue De Paula way down low for ball 1. Three runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Comets. No runs a hit, no errors for the Chihuahuas. And this is gone deep right field, and it's off the wall. And De Paula will get a double, and that almost looked like a home run.
Turn against the pitcher the third time through the order, and
go ahead and get him ready to go. So Dustin May will pitch the 6th.
Looking at the manager, he may have a decision to make. The batter now.
So that'll be it for Tony Gonsolin. That's ball 1. 1 for 2 with a single. Struck out his last time up. Next pitch. Here's a fly ball, left field, and it's caught to end the inning. No runs, a hit, and runner left. We go to the 6th. OKC leads it 3-0.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Dustin May, has been very good against lefties.
Gonna get a couple of warm-up pitches before we start. Get him warmed up, get him ready to go. I'll have the final numbers in just a minute. But tough break for Sheehan. Hopefully we'll see him in the Round Rock series where he can continue to resume his... Hopefully he doesn't go 0-2 against Texas teams if he does face off against the Round Rock Express.
Now it's the right fielder, Kai Murphy. Struck out swinging the first time.
First pitch for Dustin May is called for a strike. Real quickly on the stats for Sheehan, 2 innings, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Unfortunately, had to leave the game. Tony Gonsolin retired all 9 batters, including inheriting a runner he faced, as he went 3 innings, 3 strikeouts. Baez is on the end for the loss. As long as Dustin May does not give up a run, swing and a miss for strike 2, I think Oklahoma City could have this in the bag. And remember, if OKC wins, as that's outside for ball 1, no matter what happens in the series finale tomorrow, that means Oklahoma City would win the first 4 out of the 5 games. The only game they have lost in this series was the season opener, or the series opener rather, on Tuesday. They have not lost since the series opener on Tuesday. They're already 1-2 on the road as that swung on and missed for strike 3. And yes, in the words of Sean Art, he will say, OKC, get on the chopping block.
Outfield pretty shallow here. Some serious heat.
We are going to do score checks when this stream is done.
Every batter is dreading getting jammed on a
I know Sean and I have not talked a bit.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
As that's fouled away. Hope everybody's been having a good weekend so far as I'm taping this game. Even though I'm already ahead, that's a base hit.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
That's the first hit given up by the bullpen ever since Sheehan left the game in the 3rd.
And now the center fielder, Forrest Wall.
Now before a swallow up. That's fouled away for strike 1.
The 0-1.
Swing and a miss on a cutter for strike 2.
The opposite-handed pitcher is so nasty. He's trying to saw the batter off. On the ground, 2 ball. Oh, great stop. The throw to second. On to first.
Not in time.
But a really nice try there. Gavin Sheets now at the plate.
Designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
2 away here in the 6th. Yes, Oklahoma City will go on the chopping block.
Foul ball there. And the 0-1 now.
No,
Pretty
that's the
clear
ball.
he's trying to work the outer half of the plate, maybe get him to roll over one and keep it on the ground. Grounds this one to the right side. Takes it to the bag.
That'll be in the
That'll
inning.
do it.
No runs a hit and a
runs
runner
here on
out.
A base hit. No errors. One left on base. Part of
Bottom of the
3, 4,
6th.
5 coming up as we approach the bottom of the 6th. Oklahoma City with the lead, 3-0.
Yep.
Now pitching for
Back now
El
for the
Paso,
bottom of
Luis
the 6th,
Patino.
and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
77.
mound. Luis Patino
Luis
coming into a game
Patino.
trailing by a small margin and
So that'll be it for the starter for the Chihuahuas, which would be Henry Baez. 5 innings, 3 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts, on line for the
his
loss.
job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. 3, 4, 5 hitters do
Reminder,
well for the most
Baez
part. David Bodie
Didn't
getting
give
ready
up
to
a
hit.
run in his game against Albuquerque, as
Puts
that's
this
a
one
pop
in the air,
to
down
fly
the line.
right field. That's going to be
Has a
caught
play, and
for
he
the
makes the
first
catch.
out in the 6th. So this will be a completely different story for Baez.
Coming up to the dish.
As Ryan Ward, 7 for 18 in the series, a double with 6 RBIs. Still is yet to have his first home run.
On the ground.
That's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Throw to first in time for the second out.
the left fielder, number 9, Eddie.
Here's the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
Rosario.
And his homer earlier in the game is the only time they've gotten anything across the plate in this one. They may be hoping he can lift one out again.
As we're now in the bottom of the 6th. That's the only runs we've had in this game. Oh, this is gone! Deep right field. You can forget it. Over the stand-up to Cancer. Signed to right field. His second home run of the night. And it's 4-0.
They are feeling
You can forget it. He just hammered that ball.
that homer.
No doubt that was a homer.
It's often so difficult to get the bat to a hard fastball in that location.
That's the first time tonight this season Oklahoma City has had home run galore.
And smoke that one for a home.
You can forget it. Over the standuptocancer.org signed to right field.
Next is the designated hitter, Cody Hosey.
Hosey is 1 for 2. Flew out in the first. He singled in the 4th.
Out to short.
That's going to be a ground ball, but that'll end the inning.
There with plenty of time. Inning over.
But another home run by Eddie Rosario.
The solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game.
That was crushed. No doubt you can say that is gone.
We're back here at the
Leading off for the
ballpark. We
Chihuahuas,
go to the top
the
of the
first
7th.
baseman,
And now the
Trenton
first baseman, Trenton Brooks.
Trenton Brooks starts the 7th. That's fouled
He swings
away.
and fouls one off.
4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Comets. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas. Dana Voiles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. The YouTuber, our producer and engineer back in our studio says that's a fly ball to right field. Newell is under it, right in foul territory, will make the catch, and there's one away in the 7th.
The batter, the third baseman.
Next up for the
Clay
Chihuahuas, Clay Dungan. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance.
First pitch for Dustin May. That's check swing.
Tries to check the swing. Now
That's
we look to
ball
third.
1.
Nope, held back on that one.
Third baseman, or the third base umpire is the crew chief, by the way. That's outside for ball 2.
The Chihuahuas down by 4 runs. Here in the top half of the 7th. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss
And
for
it's
strike
1-0.
1. Next pitch.
Ball.
That's outside for ball 3. Mason McCoy on deck. Okay. That's fouled away for a full count.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Gauthier whips it to first.
Over the first, and there's 2 away.
On that play, he didn't have any time to waste after making a good play on his forehand. Fast transfer from glove to throwing hand and a strong throw to get the out. Nice job. Coming up to the dish for El Paso, Mason McCoy.
First pitch, that's outside for Mason McCoy. Flew out and grounded out of his 2 plate appearances. We'll see if the Texas Rangers are Sean Art's favorite team, the Round Rock Express, won tonight. We'll check up on Los Angeles Dodgers on their game against the Philadelphia Phillies. May's next pitch. That's a ground ball to Bodie is over the first, and 1, 2, 3 go El Paso. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma, or in Texas, it's baseball time.
City ahead in this game, 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and now it's going to be Dalton Rushing. That one in the air to center field. Good draw.
It's popped up.
One up, one down.
Caught. 1 away in the 7th.
Some good fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You can lose track of
Sean
where
Art
you
will be
are,
my
but
producer and
start
engineer
worrying
for
that you're
the
gonna collide
Round
the
Rock
outfield
series, as that's
stretch.
fouled away for Chris Newell. Unassisted ground out in the second, grounded out, or no, strikeout in the 5th, excuse me. I'm getting tongue twisted. That's fouled away.
Keeps the AB going with the foul ball.
I know this game will, if the score stands it up, it'll be, in the words of Sean, get out, it's a shutout. As that's a ground ball up, bounce off the mound into center field for a base hit. As the throw got away, but the runner will not pull away.
If you're in the minors and you show that kind of swing consistently,
So regardless what would happen,
now at the plate, Austin Gauthier.
swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Flew out in the 2nd, strikeout in the 5th.
Swing and a miss. Looked pretty off balance that time. Hitters chasing the slider, and now the pitcher can expand the zone. Try to tease a swing at a ball that runs away from the hitter. Got the hitter swinging.
A miss. 2 away.
For strike 3 there. Man on it.
Josue De Paula is up. Ground out in the 1st, single in the 3rd, double in the 5th.
Josue De Paula.
And he popped up. That's going to be for the catcher. And that's the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the 8th.
8th inning coming up next.
OKC leads it 4-0.
Ready to get the 8th inning going. Stepping to the plate for El Paso, Nico Goodrum.
Fouled away.
And that's out of play.
Since we scored in the first 3 innings, it's not going to be the waited till whatever inning to start scoring. Like I said, after this game is over, not only will start a VC with Sean, but we'll also have our post-game report.
Takes it to first for the out.
Yep. 1 away in the 8th.
At the plate, Martin Maldonado.
Oklahoma City has been shut out this season against the Sugarland Space Cowboys of this mock series, as that's way outside for ball 1. 11,968 was the attendance tonight.
Close.
And if anybody who's brand new to the OKC deal, we are playing all of the real games of Sacramento at Sutter Health Park later in May.
Ball three.
That's ball three.
Most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone. That catches the top part
For
of the
strike
zone.
one.
And now 3-1. 3-1. Couldn't come up with
Ball four. First walk tonight for either team.
Number 4, Ty.
one gone and a runner on at first.
Ty Murphy has had 2 strikeouts.
0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Swing and miss on a sinker for strike one.
For some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass.
Swing and a miss
No ball.
for strike 2. That's fouled away.
And we'll do it again. Maldonado leading off first with 1 gone. That misses.
Way outside.
Got him looking.
Called for strike 3, 2 away in the 8th.
Next up,
Now
Tyler
batting,
Wade.
shortstop,
1 for 3.
Tyler Wade.
First pitch for Tyler Wade.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in.
Strike out in the first, flew out in the third. He singled in the 6th.
And we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a grounder up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
And that's an error. That will be an error for Gauthier. That's the second error Oklahoma City's committed. Just cannot pick it up.
Expects to make the play. Now the error gives the offense a free base runner. Forrest Wall, the next to hit.
Swing and a miss on a fastball way up in the corner for strike 1. Flew out in the first, reached on base in an error in the 4th. Fielder's choice in the 6th.
On 0-1, the delivery.
Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice execution in this AB with 2 on. Working the corners well, not putting the ball.
That's
in a
way
location
outside for
where
ball
the batter
1.
can do real damage. And 1-2.
That's fouled away.
Offering another coming up. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Fights that
That's
one
fouled
still
away
1-2.
again. I do not remember, as that's fouled away. I do not remember the last time we did score checks. I understand that. Thank you very much, game. I was going to say, as that swung on miss for strike 3, when's the last time we did score checks? I think it was Tuesday.
Back now, new pitcher on
Stephen
the mound as we
Kolek.
roll into the bottom of the 8th. Stephen Kolek, first appearance of the season. And here is...
I think it was... Okay. I'm going to say Brewstar Grotterell for later. Oh, I have Michael Grove. I'm actually going to go ahead and get him warmed up, and I'm going to put him in the game just to finish it up.
Alex Freeland.
So Michael Grove will pitch the 9th.
Swing
Found a way for strike 1. Series finale tomorrow at 2:05 Central Time. Going to be the starters from Tuesday.
0-1 now.
Neither of them figured in a decision, however, as that's way outside for ball 1. 1:50, our live coverage will begin here with Comets on deck. Next pitch.
On the ground,
That's a ground ball.
Wade.
Wade has got to throw the first, and that's 1 away in the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, David.
Next up for the Comets, David Bodie.
David Bodie.
Fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
And he popped up. Third
And
base.
2 away now.
Yep, 2 away in the 8th.
Bases empty
Duncan's
with 2
got
out.
it.
Digging in for the Comets, Ryan Ward.
1 for 3 tonight. That's a fly ball. That's going to be a base hit.
Aggressive approach paid off there.
Now, Eddie Rosario, who's hit 2 home runs in the 1st and the 6th, he struck out in the 4th.
Smooth swing on that pitch. He connected out front and rattled it into the
Mike-
outfield.
Here's
the
Eddie
swing you
Rosario.
want to replicate. Now up, Eddie Rosario.
Way outside, ball one.
Here's the 1-0 offer.
Next pitch.
That one
Fouled away. So Michael Grove will have a chance to close it out here in the 9th. Fouled away. Comets will either take...
1-2 pitch. And
that's outside. Should the Comets win, they'll either take 4 of 6 or 5 out of 6. And remember, Eddie Rosario walked off on the Chihuahuas on Wednesday. He's been our dangerous hitter tonight. In this, that's a ground ball for a base hit. Nice ground ball to right field.
Hitting there. Didn't get overwhelmed. He choked up a bit and punched that one into the outfield for a base hit.
Yep. I'll bring up Cody Hosey. Flew out in the first, single in the 4th, ground down the 6th.
Now a chance for Cody Hosey. Fouled off down the right side.
Fouled away.
Here comes the 0-1. And swing
and a miss for strike 2.
Oklahoma City trying to break this game open here in the bottom half of the 8th.
Michael Grove will pitch the 9th when we get there.
Up the middle.
That's a ground ball.
From his knees, the throw.
For the first in time now in the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We're going to the 9th. Oklahoma City leads it 4-0.
In the dugout.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michael Grove. Some serious action on his slider. A lot of spin rate and a lot of break. You think you know where it's going to be, and then it zags on you.
He will close this game out.
Digging in for the Chihuahuas, Gavin Sheets.
The designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
First pitch. That's a ground ball. That's a base hit.
Off to a good start with the leadoff knock.
3rd hit for the Chihuahuas tonight, but in the last 2 times they gotten hit, neither runner has scored.
Yep.
That's down low for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Popped down the 2nd, 4th for Trenton Brooks. Flew out in the 7th. Pitch fouled away.
Fouled off left side.
After this game is over, we'll have our Comets post-game report. I'll do score checks with Sean after we are done.
Ground ball to 3rd.
That's a base hit.
Lead runner to 2nd, so 2 on and nobody out.
The 3rd baseman.
So up next, Clay Dungan.
Clay Dunyan.
Ball.
That's ball 1.
1 ball. No strikes. Ball 2.
Rolls away a little bit. Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Here high.
That's ball for strike 1.
1 strike.
Next pitch. Fouled away.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Swing and a miss. On a fastball for strike 3. 2-seam fastball for strike 3.
Fielder Mason McCoy.
First pitch for Grove. Swing and a miss on a slider for strike 1.
Took a sharp turn at the last second. Edge of the zone.
That's called for a strike. Pitch. That's fouled away.
That will drop foul.
He's going to go with a slider for the next pitch. Slider called for strike 3, and Chihuahuas down to their final out.
So down to
Nico Goodrum. Nico Goodrum's got to do something here. Down to their final out. But that's outside for ball 1. Next pitch for Grove. Swing and a miss for strike 1 on a cutter.
One strike.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Now they're down to their final strike tonight. As the crowd rises to their feet, Grove's next pitch. That's going to be ground ball to Ward over the first to end the game, and the Comets registers their first shutout win. 4-0 the final score. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left for the Chihuahuas in the ninth.
Here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you soon.
And the Comets have now won 4 in a row. Regardless what happens tomorrow, they will win the series against the Chihuahuas. 4-10-0 for the Comets, 0-4-0 for the Chihuahuas. And let's see. 1-2-2. 3-2 for the Comets. 3-3. 4 for the Comets. 5 for the Chihuahuas. So they had 7 runners left. I believe the Comets also had 7 runners. Tony Gonsolin will get the win because of what happened with the starting pitcher. 3 strikeouts, retired all 9 batters he faced, got the win. Henry Baez took the loss. 3 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. There was no save. Comets have now won 4 in a row. They are now 5-2. The Chihuahuas will fall to 4-4. They have now lost 4 in a row. And like I said, no matter what happens in the series finale tomorrow, as we get something. Okay, his back was stiffness. Okay, well, thanks for telling me that. Back stiffness, 1 to 6 days. Well, the good news is that we have an off day tomorrow, so, like, what difference does that make? Ooh. Harris is out, so he's going to be out a few days. Well, that sucks for Double-A Tulsa. As we are finally getting ready to start the post-game report, which is hooray. All right, you want to know what happened in the rest of the International and the PCL? As I'm going to make sure that this got saved, and it did. And just in time, because we're going to watch the NASCAR race in a minute. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the International and the PCL. Rochester beat the Iron Pigs 2-1. And, oh, yeah, you can see it up there to see what they did. Of course, that was almost a you blew it, if you ask me. Eduardo Salazar got the win, improves to 1-1. Tajon Walker picked up his first loss, falls to 0-1. Rafael Castro got an RBI double for the Iron Pigs. Dante Williams and Juan Yepes had RBIs as well for the Red Wings in the contest. This game, they waited till the 5th to start scoring. That game I'm referring to is Syracuse beating Wilkes-Barre Scranton 3-1. Christian Scott got his first win of the year. He's 1-1. Jeff Hartlip got his first loss. He falls to 1-1. Rafael Flores had the only home run for the Rail Riders. Kevin Pedrea had a 2-run homer for the Mets. And Roddy Jordan also got an RBI for Syracuse. Buffalo beat Memphis 8-1 in the contest at AutoZone Park. Adam Macko got the win, improves to 2-0. Gordon Gracie Fo got the loss. He falls to 0-2. No save as far as that's concerned. Stuart Baroa, Michael Stefanik, Alvarez Martinez, Domingo Palmagani, and Christian Beltoncourt had RBIs for the Bison. Jose Furman had the only home run for the Redbirds in the contest. Omaha beat Louisville 4-2 in the contest. Winning pitcher was Ross Stripling. He goes to 2-0, the ex-Los Angeles Dodger. Connor Phillips took the loss. He falls to 1-1, his first loss. Tyler Callahan had 2 RBIs for the Louisville Bats. Luke Tresh had the only home run for the Storm Chasers. In fact, out of that entire game, Austin Charles, Eric Pena, and Luke Malley also had RBIs as well for the Storm Chasers in the contest. Columbus shut out St. Paul 5-0. Slade Cicerone got his first win of the year. He is 1-1. If I'm correct. Yeah, he's 1-1. Darren McConnon got his first loss. He falls to 1-1. The only run scored in the contest was George Valera, Jonathan Rodriguez, and Jake Arcia for the Clippers and Columbus. Charlotte beat Norfolk 4-1, as they were tied after 3, if you want to say that. Juan Corella got the win and proves to 1-1. James Karnichak got his 3rd save on the season. Tad Ward took the loss. He falls to 1-1, his first loss. Only RBI for Norfolk was Creed Williams for the Tide in the contest. Joey Gallo, the ex-Red, had a home run for the Knights. Miguel Vargas, the ex-Dodger, had 2 RBIs in the contest for Charlotte and a sac RBI for Nick Matson for the Knights in that contest. Gwinnett shut out Nashville 8-0 in the contest. Carlos Rodriguez falls to 0-2. Davis Daniel took the win. He goes to 2-0. The only run scored. David Fletcher hit a grand slam for the Stripes. Luke Williams, Garrett Cole, Jose Devers, and Curtis Cassell also had RBIs for Gwinnett in the game. We'll get to the PCL in just a minute. Durham shut out Sugarland 5-2. Speaking of Sugarland, Ian Seymour got the win, improves to 1-1. Colton Gordon got the loss. He falls to 1-1. So Colton Gordon, who beat Oklahoma City on opening night, or in his last start, suffers his first loss of the game. The only run scored, Bobby Seymour hit a 3-run homer for the Bulls. Curtis Meade had 2 RBIs. One of them was a sac RBI for the Bulls in the contest. We'll deal with Tacoma and Reno in just a bit. Jacksonville shut out the Worcester Red Sox 6-0. Jansen Junk got the win, improves to 2-0. Luis Perez got the loss. He falls to 1-1. Only RBIs in the contest for Jacksonville was Bento Hernandez, Torrey Johnson, and Kyle Stowers for Jacksonville. Indianapolis shut out the Cubs in the Zachary Taylor series, if we're going to start calling it from now on, 4-0, as that was a complete shutout. Braxton Ashcraft got the win, improves to 1-1. Peter Streletsky got his 5th save on the season. Caleb Killen got the loss. He falls to 0-2. The only RBIs in the contest, Manuel Valores, which was a sac fly, Matt Gorsick, Michael Jarvis, and Billy Cook for the Indians. Sean Art's doing the happy dance. Round Rock shut out Toledo 4-0 in the contest. Hooray for the Express, who Oklahoma City will face in a bit. Michael Plasmeyer got the win, improves to 1-1. Tyler Matson got the loss. He falls to 1-1. There was no save in the contest. The only run scored, Jonathan Ornelas got a 2-run homer for the E-Train. Justin Foscue and Trevor Howler also picked up RBIs for the Express in the contest. As that is it for your international and also a mix of PCL games. Reno beat Tacoma, back to our PCL scoreboard. Reno beat Tacoma 7-4 in the contest. Yumin Lin got the win, improves to 2-0. Shelby Miller picked up his 2nd save on the year. Jackson Kowar got the loss and falls to 1-1. Ritland Thomas had a home run for the Rainiers. Miles Mastrobuoni had a sack RBI. Ty Lockhart and Cam Marlowe also RBIs for the Rainiers. Tristan English, Christian Robertson, home run had RBIs for the Aces. Jesus Valdez, Jose Herrera, and Drew Jones also RBIs for Reno in the contest. Salt Lake beat Albuquerque 9-2 at Isotopes Park. Samuel Agderhuri got the win, improves to 1-1, his first win. Jacko Loughlin got his first loss. He falls to 1-1. David Kabreski, JT Martinez, Nico Cavades, Kyron Paris, Bryce Turdicio, and Chucky Robertson had RBIs for the Bees. Greg Jones had the 2 RBIs for the Isotopes. Las Vegas beat Sacramento 3-2. Dylan Floro picked up his first win. He's 1-1. Spencer Bibbins got the loss. He falls to 1-2. RBIs for Tom Murphy and Marco Luciano for the River Cats. RBIs for CJ Alexander and Brendan Malone for the Aviators in the contest. And then, of course, our game was 4-0 Oklahoma City. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Philadelphia Phillies as they've now won 5 in a row and starting off their road trip in beautiful condition. They win 10-1. Roki Sakai got the win, his first win in the major league. How about that? He's 1-1. Ranger Suarez got the loss. He falls to 1-1. Shohei Ohtani had 2 home runs and then also another RBI for the Dodgers. Tommy Edman hit a grand slam and also got an RBI for the Dodgers. RBIs as well for Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts. Sakai went Sakai, 1 run, 5 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts in the game. Only RBI was Nick Castellanos for the Phillies. Dodgers, no matter what, will win the series against the Philadelphia Phillies. They will take on the Phillies tomorrow afternoon at 1:35. Shohei Ohtani will start for the Dodgers. Aaron Nola will start for the Phillies in the contest. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa got shut out by Northwest Arkansas 3-0. Ben Corona got his first win. Jackson Ferris got his first loss of the season. Only RBIs for Northwest Arkansas. Mill Rushmore homered for the Naturals, and Rivertown had 2 RBIs for the Naturals. Tulsa will finish up their series against Northwest Arkansas tomorrow, so it should be a lot of fun. Speaking of tomorrow, we play our series finale tomorrow, and it'll be a 2:05 first pitch. Bobby Miller, who figured in a no decision on Tuesday, he'll start for OKC. 0-1 record of 4.50 earned run average. Ryan Berger also figured in a no decision on, or actually got the win on Tuesday, rather. These are the 2 pitchers from Tuesday. He's 1-0 with a 3.0 ERA. 150 will be on the air for Comets on Deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. One last time, it was the OKC Comets defeating the El Paso Chihuahuas 4-0. 4 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Comets. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Chihuahuas. Winning pitcher, Tony Gonsolin, he is 1-0. Henry Baez took the loss. He is 1-1. Comets have now won 4 in a row. They are 5-3. El Paso has now lost 4 in a row. They fall to 4-4. For our producer and engineer, easy for me to say, the YouTuber, I'm Dean Devola saying good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us, and we will talk to you tomorrow for the series finale. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Courtyard by Marriott.